Hey Libra, I'm here with your April 20th through the 27th weekly reading. I went ahead and pulled your oracle cards, so let's get to it. We have the moon reversed. I am Callie. From death comes rebirth. Healing. A time to say goodbye. Something is about to end for now. Full moon in Virgo, you are good enough. Full moon in Sagittarius, you look at the bigger picture. Whale spirit, trust the great mystery. And wasp spirit, sometimes life stings. So let's see if we can get all of these to where you can kind of see them better. So I'm getting that you are feeling a bit impatient about the healing process. Or some of you may be actually being a little impatient about something actually ending. Like you're like, goodness, won't this just end already so I can move on to the healing? But here we have healing in between. From death comes rebirth, and then a time to say goodbye. So I'm kind of feeling like you want to work on the healing and you want to move forward, but you're really feeling kind of stuck. Like you know it's ended and you know there's something new, but what I'm really feeling is that you're having a hard time actually saying goodbye to it. And I'm not saying that you haven't said goodbye to it, because I'm almost feeling like you've practiced it in your head over and over almost. You know, like almost telling yourself, you know, goodbye, goodbye, and you know, just kind of hoping, not hoping, but like eventually it's going to sink in. But I really do feel like you're kind of stuck here in this healing and maybe not quite able to let it go. Like I feel like you're stuck in the situation. You can't heal like you want to, and that's why you're feeling impatient, because you're just stuck in it. Something's kind of keeping you stuck in this. So definitely looking at the bigger picture is going to help you. When I see this with this card, I'm almost like you're stuck in the middle of it. So it's like you're too close to it. You can't like back away from it and like get a bigger picture view of it, because I do believe if you could kind of get that bird's eye view or look at it from a distance, you would see that you are good enough. Like you would see the situation for what it is, and like in doing that, you're going to see that you are worth so much more than what that situation had to offer you. Okay? Because that's really what I'm feeling like, is like you have outgrown the situation. It's like no longer serving you. It's no longer healthy for you because you have grown bigger than it. You just can't see it because you're stuck in the middle of it right now. And if you could just get that distance, you would see that you were, you know, you really are bigger than the situation. You are, you've outgrown it. That's just what I keep hearing. You've outgrown the situation. You're just stuck in it at the moment. And then you're being called here to trust the great mystery with the whale spirit. This is happening in your life, especially with the trust the great mystery here. I'm feeling like this is definitely a part of your path. Like this has to happen, either to get you on your right path or destiny. Maybe you're not on it, Or, like I said, it could be like, I'm just kind of getting like a stagnant energy from it, okay? And so it's like you can't grow, you can't realize your full potential where you are now. Like, it was supposed to help you for a time, but it's not supposed to help you anymore. You're supposed to be moving forward from it. And just trusting in divine timing and trusting the universe, and that the universe does have your back, even though this does suck right now, this does sting, you know, this does hurt. You know, just have trust that it is for your higher good. It is going to be for, you know, and in the end, it's going to be much better for you than if you just stayed here, like kind of staying in this stagnant spot where you are and not really growing or evolving. And that's just what I keep hearing. You've outgrown it, and it's hard for you to let go of it. You know, kind of like, I'm not comparing you to a baby or a child or anything, but like, it's almost like it's a comfort situation for you, you know, like a toddler and their pacifier, like letting go of a pacifier. It's like, but they don't need it anymore. It just makes them feel better. And so actually breaking that bond so you can grow is a little painful for you right now. And I'm kind of getting that you're just kind of irritated and frustrated at the whole thing. You're like, damn it, just come on, just go forward. So a bit of a little heavy reading to start with the Oracle. I don't think it's bad. Like I said, I think this is just a phase. It does hurt right now, though. I'm very aware of that. Okay, so Libra, April 20th through the 27th. April 20th through the 27th. Please and thank you for the Libras. What is Libra's focus, obstacle, advice, and outcome for April 20th through the 27th? Please and thank you. Libra, April 20th through the 27th. Libra, April 20th through the 27th. So we do have the Three of Swords that comes up. Yeah, so definitely some heavy energy that you're working through, but I see the overall energy, or the card that was at the bottom of the deck, is you are going to be making progress. You are going to be breaking free of these chains. I'm kind of getting from this heartbreak or betrayal you have here, because when I see the back side of it, I kind of read that as a reversal of swords. But I see that you are kind of moving on from it, or at least trying to, but you're still, you know, you're still in the middle of it. Like in this deck, there's not really any good side of the Three of, it's not as straightforward as in the other decks. When it comes up reversed, you're like, oh, you're moving through it. In this deck, you're still kind of stuck in it, but, you know, you're making progress on moving past it. So that's your focus, is just getting over this, getting through it, moving forward. Your obstacle is that you thought this was your 10 of Cups. You thought this was your happily ever after, and now it doesn't seem like it is. Your advice is the Five of Swords. So move on from it, okay? Just move on from it. I am kind of feeling like this is more your energy this time. Like, I'm not really so much drawn to this. It's almost like you just need to take your swords and move forward. And I'm getting determined. So stay determined and moving forward. We'll see. We're going to clarify all of this. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune as your outcome. So the good news is that, you know, luck is going to seem to be on your side. There is going to feel like there is action or movement taking place. Like you do have the Chariot here and the Wheel of Fortune, both in great positions for you. So I'm actually seeing you heal and move, make progress on moving forward this week. Do I think you completely break free of it? No, I don't think anybody really breaks free of anything in a week, but you definitely are on the right track, okay? It's almost, I feel like I just heard like snowball effect, so this is going to be like the little bitty steps that start snowballing you out of this faster and faster, but in a good way, not a bad way. Alright, so let's clarify these cards. For Libra, where it's the Three of Swords here as the focus for April 20th through the 27th, please and thank you. Seven of Wands. So you're letting your guard down about something, or you're just not willing to fight for the situation anymore. You're not fighting the heartbreak. You're not fighting the ending of sorts. You know, you're not fighting the emotions. You're like dealing with them, okay? In fact, that is exactly what this card is saying. You're facing the loss. You're facing, because it could be this side where it doesn't really look like it's there, but we don't see the, we don't see the knight kind of reminiscing or, paying any attention to it. And that's exactly what I see you doing, is that you are going to be facing this head on. You're like, you know what, I'm tired of feeling stuck. I'm tired of having this kind of hang over my head. I'm going to just face this. I'm just going to face what I'm feeling. I'm going to face this rejection, or not rejection, but betrayal. And some of you may be feeling rejected in this situation. That's why that wanted to come out. But you're going to face the feelings that you're feeling due to this, okay? You're not hiding from them anymore. You're not fighting them. You're just going to deal with them, experience them, okay? All right, let's clarify the Ten of Cups as the obstacle. Please and thank you. Why is the Ten of Cups here as the obstacle for Libra for April 20th through the 27th? Please and thank you. Four of Cups. There may be an offer coming in. But I don't see you taking it. I don't see you. In fact, I almost am feeling here that whatever happened in this situation, someone might try to come back and like try to offer you something, but you don't accept it. You take one of these other cups. So I also did hear something about a support system. Some of you are trying to do all of this yourself. Okay? You're trying to just deal with this yourself. And I'm kind of I am being drawn to this couple right here and kind of supporting each other through a loss, okay, consoling one another. And it's like, you don't want to accept any outside help. You don't want to let anybody in. You just want to do this yourself, okay? You don't see how anybody can help you, so you don't see the point in accepting it, okay? But there is something to be said for having a support system, friends that help you through this. So you might want, like I said, well, this is your obstacle, okay? So you can change this so this isn't your obstacle. And I'm just kind of seeing, let someone in, let someone help you. Like, there has to be someone that you trust enough to, you know, you don't have to let them know every little bitty detail. You don't have to pour, but you know, they probably have their own way they can help you out of, help you through this, or help you deal with this, or even just take your mind off of it for a little bit. So you can change that. But your obstacle is you're just not really accepting any outside help right now. You're just surprised the Hermit didn't come up, because you're just, you want to deal with it yourself. Five of Swords. Why is the Five of Swords here as the advice for Libra for April 20th through the 27th? Why is the Five of Swords here? Please and thank you. Two of Pentacles. So you're definitely feeling unbalanced or having trouble balancing. A situation, but this isn't your advice. So you're so determined to find this balance right now that it's making you, I'm kind of getting a bully, and I don't mean this in a bad way, like you're just so determined to find this balance, and it's like, I'll do anything to get this balance. So your advice here is to be very, very careful. Tread very carefully, okay? Because this balance, here it is in the advice, it's okay to have things kind of be unstable, unbalanced right now. You don't have to go at it at a determined win-all, beat-all type of attitude. It's okay, ease up a little bit, okay? Just ease up a little bit. Things are just going to be rocky for a little bit. It'll be fine. This is a week, okay? Don't get so focused on finding this balance and making everything, you know, juggle smoothly again right off the bat, because I feel like you might end up doing things you regret, okay? You might even be making choices you regret, or letting go of things that you really weren't quite ready to. So be very careful here with this energy, okay? It's okay to have a goal in mind and be set on it, but there comes a point. So just walk that line, okay? Because I feel like if you don't walk that line, you're going to mess up this card, and you really want this card to be where it is and how it is. All right, so just be on the up and up when you're moving ahead, okay? All right, why is the Wheel of Fortune here as the potential outcome for my Libras for April 20th through the 27th? April 20th through the 27th for Libra. Yeah, see, you make it past this. You don't have to get in that I'm moving forward no matter what, you know. You don't need that, because look, you have the Wheel of Fortune and you have the Eight of Cups. You move on from this emotionally, and you know, luck is in your favor, so you do move past this. I do feel like this is kind of talking back to the Moon card you had as well. And your advice is just to really watch your impatience at getting through this, okay? All right, so let's move on to your love reading Let's get on to your love reading. If that was about, that could have been about love. It could have been about a job. It could have been about, I mean, you know what that was regarding in, you know, in your situation. It's not uncommon for love to be all across all of these, especially when it's talking about a breakup or a heartbreak or, you know, moving on from something. You know, love just kind of has a tendency to kind of like dominate all parts of our lives, especially if it's not going well. So Libra, April 20th through the 27th. What's going on? What message or guidance do you have for Libra for April 20th through the 27th in love? What's going on for my Libras in love? April 20th through the 27th. True love. This is the romance of a lifetime. Could be that was about a job and everything's looking great on the love front. Or it could be that you have someone new coming in. But we'll pull some cards and see what's going on. Hello. Libra, April 20th through the 27th. And love. Please, thank you. 9 cards. No. See, you won't ever let me read it the way. I always want to just pull all 9 of these cards at once, but this deck does not want to do it that way. Alright, so for your recent past is you have the Six of Swords, the 5 of Cups, and the 9 of Cups, all in the reversed. So I feel like this is something that's happened. This is the recent past. So you've been trying to move past something. You've been trying to let something go. But I mean, you're kind of, it still had your attention. It still brought you back. So I just, you know, like I did see you moving out of it a little bit, okay, like kind of coming to reality, maybe even realizing that this isn't your wish coming true. Like emotionally, but it's almost like your thoughts, it was like your emotions were actually like moving faster than your thoughts. So you're an air sign. So I'm a little surprised that your emotions were kind of lagging behind. It was like a heart over head. You know, your heart was trying to move forward, maybe even your intuition, your gut, but your head kept bringing you back to it. Your thoughts. Let's see what your current energy is, okay? What's the current energy around Libra and love for April 20th through the 27th? Please and thank you. 20th through the 27th for Libra. Please and thank you. Again, it's your head. It's your thoughts that are getting in your way. Your emotions know what's up. But the good news is you are manifesting something new. You could be manifesting a new true love. You've got the King of Swords in reversed here, though. So it's like You're still not thinking very clearly about a situation. Could be about this other situation. Yeah, I'm also hearing head games too, so, and I don't feel like it's on your part. I feel like it might be on their part, so there may be some head games going on. If you have a lot of Taurus in your chart, you might want to check the Taurus video, because they had someone playing mind games with them and kind of manipulating them. Because I just find it kind of odd for an air sign to be so out of element with, you know, out of touch with their element. So I'm kind of feeling like there could be some head games going in with this. I feel like you're getting over them though. You're making progress. You are. It's almost like your emotions are helping you here. Like all I see here is water and air. So emotions and mind, you know, thoughts, communication. So you're manifesting something new, regardless of what you think of the situation. You're kind of manifesting on your gut, and it's going to work because you have something new coming in. Maybe some kind of communication coming in, or you're going to possibly offer communication, or you're going to be the one initiating the conversation, or whatever it is. You may be the one who makes the first move. But either way, there's going to be some kind of new love interest, or at least communication opening up. So let's see what the near future holds for you. What's the outcome for Libra for April 20th through the 27th? Please and thank you. Oh, that flipped over. So we have the Fool reverse. Still not willing to fully commit to a new leap of faith. Okay, so you're still having some hesitations. You know, you're getting closer. Not quite there yet, though. Okay. But look what you finally get here. Look what you finally get. Queen of Swords, clarity. You can see the situation. You can think clearly about the situation. So this is definitely probably very welcome for you. Kind of get you back in your element. And even though I feel like you're going to be, you know, you're currently like thinking about opening communications and love and that type of thing. But I see in the end, you just don't have the faith in it yet. Like I said, it's like your head and your heart has not been in the same spot. And so it's really hard for you to take that complete leap of faith, because you're kind of torn about it. I feel like you're really torn. So the Page of Pentacles, especially the Page of Pentacles in this and the Page of Wands, I almost kind of get this when they're in the upright in this deck. I get a feeling that they kind of start new on their own, and they're very kind of just exploring, you know, they're exploring themselves, you know, getting to know themselves, and being very at peace by themselves. And I kind of get that that's where you go, because you see this past situation, you, like I said, you finally gain the clarity and you see the situation for what it is. I mean, look, the Devil card, excuse me, the Devil card in this deck doesn't look bad. In fact, you're like, hey, look, I got a good card. It's not until you like read at the bottom and you're like, oh, well, shit, the Devil's there. So this, and that's kind of what this situation feels like to me. Okay, on the surface it's very pretty. Not saying that the Devil card's an ugly card, it's not. But I mean, the Devil card definitely can have heavy meanings, but you have it in the reverse. So it's like I see, and the Queen of Swords on top of it. These are the two cards that matter in all of this reading. These are the two cards that matter because you see clearly through the situation. Okay, you finally see the situation for what it was, and you see that it wasn't completely on the up and up. You see that it was a bit toxic. Not saying that you or them were bad people, just that you guys had kind of developed some toxic cycles, possibly. So I mean, out of this whole, it's like you get that distance. You're able to finally, you know, going all the way back to the beginning oracle, you finally get that distance that you need to see clearly, and you see exactly what the situation was. And you're able to move past it. And I see that you are comfortable being by yourself for a little bit. In fact, I see you comfortable being independent and enjoying your independence for a while. Because you're, you know, I don't see any more emotions here, you know, moving forward. It's like, nope, I'm back, you know, I'm back in my element. You know, I can think, I can see clearly again. I'm back, you know, I don't, you know, I finally caught up to my emotions. So that's the reading I have for you. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time, Libra.